The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. Robbie Gould's got it on the tee. He kicks it off, and here we go from Levi's Stadium. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down throw for Cousins. The open man is Westbrook. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw complete there to Smith. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain. On the jet sweep, here's Westbrook. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. The former first-round pick, Eric Armstead, the one who got in there to make that play. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2. They go play action. Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down. And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Lance now on 1st down. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing now is Lance. Checks this one down. It's Mitchell. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lance eluding the pressure right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun now for Lance. This is Jennings. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now Lance on the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. Here's a diving catch right side.
I know that rookie quarterbacks have to...
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago. This crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. Robbie Gould's got it on the tee. He kicks it off, and here we go from Levi Stadium. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Now Cousins here on the bootleg. Rolling to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Cousins to throw it. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Cousins. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he's brought down.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Again, it's Cousins. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10. There right from the start as he'll get this one out near the 35. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down.
And that's the way you get an opening drive going. Pick up the 1st down, convert on 3rd down, and how about doing it old school style, doing it with a running play.
First down, here's Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Second and 8 coming up. Throwing, Cousins. And he completes it to Westbrook.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
Cousins' throw pulled in by Jefferson. That catch good for only a couple. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on third down. Now Cousins. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Marcel Harris. And the 49ers are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. But no doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. It was Nick Vigil there on the stop.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Now Lance. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. The first carry for the North Texas man, it's Jeff Wilson. And he's got room. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Vikings' 35-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now to this point. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Working from the gun, Lance. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Elijah Mitchell, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Cousins. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. They got to get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 3rd down, Cousins. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Play action now. Cousins. Flushed out right. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Play fake. Cousins. That is caught. Westbrook's got it. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 21.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Open space inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, a 21-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. On second down now, it's Mitchell. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Right there, 54, right there.
Throwing on first down is Lance. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. The 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pick-off.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And Lance now to throw. They'll run the screen with Mitchell. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. They run the counter. It's Mitchell.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
On first down, Lance. They're looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson, 39 yards. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. He'll dump that one off to Mitchell. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lance. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. Here's Lance to throw it. And it's complete to Mitchell. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Kyle Shanahan's made the decision. They're going on 4th down. And they'll go for it. Lance. The man is Ayuk, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Ricky. Right there, 54, right there.
Here's Lance. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Lance now on 1st down. Getting it out left side to Sanu. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Here's 2nd and a yard. Again, they'll throw it with Lance. Open man is Sanu, just like last play. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Lance. The quick slant caught. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Again, it's Lance. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a 1st down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. Lance looking to throw it. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And it's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel in the final seconds of the first half. And the 49ers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Gold with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll also wind up being the final play of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. First down, Mitchell. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Lance. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Lance now on first down. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Lance going to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 49 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing is Cousins. Complete. Smith has it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Off the play fake, Cousins. Going for Jefferson downfield, and that is incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Hey, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And the Niners are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. And that was one I kind of saw it coming, Charles. You had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means the free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Vikings are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Now an end around as Cousins will just pop this forward. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Second and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. Cousins gives way to Cook. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Again, it's Cook. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. The open man is Westbrook. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 6 yards left on 2nd down. To throw is Cousins. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. And Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down. Not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the touchdown 49ers. George Kittle, 66 yards.
And the 49ers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
And some play callers, when they go into games, they don't mind calling a lot of screens, and they don't care what down. They were maybe 1 block away from really having something there to start this drive. Good job defensively to cut through the blockers and make the tackle on the screen, or that could have gone for maybe 15 or 20 yards. I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. A 1st down throw for Cousins. It's caught. Smith. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Now a 2nd down and 6. They'll throw again. Cousins. This is Smith with a grab. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 29-yard line.
Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
It was Marcel Harris out of Florida making the tackle that time.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Going for it all. And, that would get a wide up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. Third down coming up. From here, it would be a 45-yard field goal attempt. Certainly in range, but they'll look for more yardage on third down. Cousins. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
From the red zone now, Cousins. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the 49ers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the fourth quarter. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Working with a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Mitchell. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 53 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. On 2nd down, it's Mitchell. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Lance. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Mitchell. He's to the 10. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Cousins to throw. And they will get the conversion on 3rd down, but the clock, a more pressing factor. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Cousins. Able to find Thielen. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Now Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Niners have just about sewn up this football game. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice. A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles. And really the difference, obviously, was that 4th quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you can just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not